Welcome to part 1 of the PMP mock-up exam. If you are new here, we highly recommend watching the quick intro video on how to study for scenario-based questions from these videos with the help of Excel sheets and YouTube timestamps, plus some quick easy tips before your exam day. Link in the description. The time limit given is about 1 minute for each answer. If you are new to this video, we recommend that you keep it playing and listen to each explanation to fully understand the scenario and the appropriate choice. If this is a review, then mute the sound, use the timestamp to navigate between the questions, and train yourself to read and answer each question in 1 minute. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for new exam updated questions. Good luck! A project manager is handling Agile release planning with their recently acquired team. They are devoted to working together to deliver excellent results. The client asks for a product with limited requirements because of a lack of technical knowledge. What should the project manager do to ensure that the client is satisfied with the final product? A. Add more features to the final product. B. Engage the client in every iteration. C. Have the client provide their own technical engineer. D. Set the requirements in a signed contract. The answer is B. In Agile projects, the customer must be involved in every iteration and on an ongoing basis to provide feedback and to achieve excellent results. A buyer has contracted a vendor to develop a new device. The vendor insisted that the contract thoroughly captures the device specifications. The buyer does not have explicit requirements up front and, therefore, requested that the vendor develop the device using Agile. The vendor delivers as per the contract, but the buyer is not satisfied with the outcome. Which Agile manifesto's value was most likely not appropriately applied? A. Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. B. Customer collaboration over contract negotiations. C. Business people and developers must work together. D. Pair programming over continuous integration. The answer is B. Thoroughly negotiating contracts is typical for projects that are led using the traditional approach. In the scenario, however, the customer does not have detailed requirements up front and requests that the vendor develops the device using Agile methods. Collaboration over negotiations would be more beneficial for both parties. A project team that is experienced in the waterfall project management approach has been assigned to their first Agile project. To make the transition easier, it has been decided to keep some waterfall approach elements in place. During the iteration review, it was realized that a misunderstanding among the development team has led to a duplication of efforts. How might the project manager address this issue? A. Do nothing since the team members are transitioning from waterfall to Agile. B. Bring up the topic during the upcoming iteration retrospective. C. Submit a change request to update the communications management plan. D. Fall back to a waterfall project management framework going forward. The answer is B. Regularly scheduled retrospectives can be used on any project, predictive, agile, hybrid. Retrospectives provide the project team an opportunity to learn from its previous work, investigate issues, and improve and adapt their processes. You will be leading an Agile project. The goal of the project is to optimize organizational workflows and reduce costs by at least 30%. Since everybody will be affected by this project, you need to consider many project stakeholders. During the project, you would need some business decisions to be taken. Who makes business decisions on Agile projects? A. Functional managers. B. Servant leader. C. End customer. D. Product owner. The answer is D. Product owners make decisions on behalf of business stakeholders on Agile projects. You are managing a complicated web development project. Evaluating the project's statistics, you determined that the team completes 50 story points on average per iteration. Reviewing the backlog, you decide that about another 500 points are remaining. If each interval is time-boxed at 2 weeks, when do you expect to complete the project? A. Agile teams cannot predict project completion. B. In about 20 weeks from now. C. In about 75 weeks from now. D. In about 10 weeks from now. The answer is B. If the team averages 50 story points per iteration, and the team estimates there are about another 500 points remaining, it is safe to estimate that another 10 iterations would be required to complete the project. Each iteration is 2 weeks and the project completion will be about 20 weeks from now. Your project is very complicated, and due to a scope change, you need a few added experts, which you did not think of earlier. You request that your company present you with some experts for consultancy work. Although your company has provided you with those experts, they are located in a different geographical locations. In this situation, how will you get their input? A. Recruit new members with the same skills. B. Ask management to bring them to you. C. Create a virtual team. D. None of the above. The answer is C. If his experts are located in different geographical locations and he needs their input, he will create a virtual team including all these experts. Within your project team, you notice that emotions are at a high due to competition among the team members. People are quick to react rather than understanding each other's needs and responding appropriately. Due to this, team members, you are struggling to meet your project goals and results. You are also disturbed about this and speak to your sponsor, who advises you to attend a certain training. What training is this likely to be? A. Emotional intelligence. B. Active listening. C. Team building. D. Goal setting and results management. The answer is A. Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify, assess, and manage the personal emotions of oneself and other people, as well as the collective emotions of groups of people. The team could use emotional intelligence in order to reduce tension and increase cooperation by identifying, assessing, and controlling the sentiments of project team members, anticipating their actions, acknowledging their concerns, and following up on their issues. A project manager is conducting a meeting with the newly hired project team. The primary purpose of the meeting is to assign roles and responsibilities to the team members. Since the team members are meeting for the first time, you have each of them introduce themselves and participate in a team-building exercise. What stage in the Tuckman ladder model of team development does this scenario represent? A. Forming. B. Performing. C. Norming. D. Storming. The answer is A. The forming phase is where team members should meet and learn about the project and their formal roles and responsibilities. The forming phase is the stage of team development that is described by the question. A few days before the end of the last iteration, the team informs the project manager that they will be unable to finish two work packages, A and B, because the WBS is insufficiently refined. The team thinks they might be able to complete package A on time, but will need an additional week to complete package B, which has a higher priority. What is the best course of action for the project manager? A. Instruct the team to complete package B since it has a higher priority. B. Extend the iteration length in order to finish both packages A and B. C. Instruct the team to complete package A since it can be done on time. D. Consult with the product owner and make a decision accordingly. The answer is D. On hybrid projects, like the one described in the scenario, the project manager and product owner share responsibilities for some of the project aspects. While the project manager is deciding on the overall direction of the projects, the product owner is deciding on the scope. Therefore, consulting with the product owner and making a decision accordingly is the best course of action for the project manager. Note, an iteration is time-boxed, and the product owner is the person who is responsible for prioritizing user stories and making decisions about the work. The answer is C. The business documents and project charter are needed to determine whether or not the project have to progress to the next phase. The project charter will provide the project's success criteria. The business documents include the business case and benefits management plan. The business case documents the business need and the cost-benefit analysis that justifies the project. The benefits management plan is used to measure whether the benefits of the project are being achieved as planned. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you always get the latest updated exam questions. For special exam requests, please send us an email. Thank you for watching.